UStreamRadio.com.
I guess I'm with the DJ and all that.
DJ Diamond K.
Okay. Alright, man. Now who you expecting to make it hot? Soon as the needle drop on the ones and twos, get the crowd to move. Lot of jocks wanna mock, monkey see, monkey do. Right? Digging in their crates, but they ain't got a clue. D-I-A-M-O-N-D-K.
DJ Diamond
Get our
K.
grown man on without a time to suit. Now look, bitches letting their hair down like Rapunzel. We got the Horn Tie Club getting comfortable. On the humble, well respected. Stay with a shop and they stay on them records. Unique techniques, it's a method to the madness. Other DJs, they just seem average. You act tough, but you hardly hard. You wouldn't walk through the street with a crossing guard. Come on, your DJ game ain't up to par. Play that fever shit and look at how the crowd respond. Hey, y'all live from Atlanta, so shit in your packers. Jay got the questions, if you got answers, y'all welcome. Thank him, mind your manners, y'all welcome. Thank him, where's your manners?
UStreamRadio.com.
Hola, people. All right, yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Definitely want to say happy holidays to each and every one. Thanksgiving season is upon us. And as you can hear, my voice a little down. I'm coming out of a flu. And, was not able to make the trip home to Baltimore due to my sickened condition. But I'm getting better, and I'll be, making the trip there soon. Of course, now I'm in between Baltimore and Atlanta, and we're making a lot of different moves and a lot of different things as it relates to Ustream Radio and our various ventures. Going to get into a couple topics today, and definitely I want to welcome all of our new listeners, and definitely welcome our old listeners. Okay, now definitely the first thing I'm going to touch on as it relates to the Diamond K show is that we are now going into a 7-day-a-week format, meaning there will be a new Diamond K show daily. Every day we will be dropping a new episode of the Diamond K show in various forms. So that's my big announcement. And so it's definitely a big commitment on my part, but we're going to do that 7 days a week. And definitely subscribe to the broadcast. You can do that at ustreamradio.com. Join our mailing list for your chance to win prizes and surprises. All this on the homepage of ustreamradio.com, your urban news and entertainment source, where we bring you the finest independent music and talk radio. Log on today and subscribe. So there you have it. 7 days a week, you will get to hear me talk my talk on various entertainment, music, all different types of thoughts on those things. I'll have guests sometimes, interview segments, and all of that good stuff. So definitely, I'm very excited about that. Now, over the weekend, I had a chance to go to Candy from Escape. All right, Candy from Escape, also from the Housewives of Atlanta. That Housewives of Atlanta. Although she's not married, so that's just the part that's crazy to me. Nevertheless, had a chance to go there to Candy Boris and Todd Tucker's presentation. They had a play called A Mother's Love that was here in ATL, and some of the Ustream Radio people got a chance to go, and we were on the red carpet. Various interviews from that will be posted. We posted a couple, and every other day we're dropping another one. I believe that's the schedule. So we had a chance to talk to a lot of different people. Stevie J, Jocelyn, Mona Scott Young, Q from 112, Nikki Gilbert from Brownstone, and R&B Divas, and a few other people we had a chance to talk to. This is on the red carpet before the actual play took place. So definitely stay tuned to that. T. Marie hosted the interviews, and a lot of good stuff came out of that. Now, also, I wanted to talk about the play because we were there with media, and as a part of that, it comes with looking over things and talking about it. So I didn't know what to expect. I don't watch the Housewives show, as many of you know. I don't watch it. And it looks like it could be interesting, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and commit myself to watching it. But there are a lot of there are a lot of attractive things walking past, so maybe I should check into it. But had a chance to sit down and watch the play, and they said it was a musical. So I don't like musicals, okay? Whenever I think of a musical, I think of like, I don't know, just singing dialogue when words would do. And it's just kind of, I don't know, not normal, not natural. But this presentation, A Mother's Love, I really enjoyed it. Now, it started off a bit slow, and it was starting to lose me. Then all of a sudden, it grabbed me, and once it grabbed me, I was on board. I thought it was put together very well. You had pretty much an all-star cast, and I just want to go through some of the people that were involved in this. Of course, Kandi played herself. Her character's name was Lena. Eddie Levert of classic, legendary fame. He played her father in the in the presentation, and from the legendary group, the OJs. So he did his thing, and the crowd really responded well to him. Also, Shirley Murdoch. A lot of you youngsters may not be familiar with Shirley Murdoch, but Shirley Murdoch, a classic singer, and initially she did R&B, and now she's kind of made her way into the gospel. But she ripped it. I mean, vocally, she was there, and she was one of the main characters. So she played the mother of Kandi's character, and she did her thing. Everybody did their thing. I want to say that. Q Parker from the group 112. He played, I guess, Todd's character, because I guess this was kind of based loosely on Kandi's life. He played that character. He did his thing. Portia, who was from the Real Housewives, she played in it as well. She did a good job. D Woods, from the Danny Kane, formerly of that group, who recently reunited, and they announced that D Woods is not going to be part of that Danny Kane reunion, and I didn't think she would, because she's doing other things, and she just doesn't seem like a group type of person. She seems like she just wants to do her thing. But there was another character, and I need to find out her name, because she played the aunt. And yes, she played the aunt, and her name is Chandra Corelli. Okay. Now, she also is from the Tyler Perry For Better, For Worse. She was also in A Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and she was the replacing singer in the SOS band. She killed it. Okay, she killed it. So definitely a very, very good production. Kandi Burruss. They had a lot of the reality show Folks in the House, and they were also taping an episode footage for the Housewives show while during the intermission and parts of the play. So definitely, I want to shout her out. If it comes to your town, definitely check that out. All right. Now, also, and I usually support this dude. I really do. Chris Brown versus the anger management. It turns out that he wanted to bring weed into the anger management rehab, and they weren't having that. And he had a temper tantrum. I just really think that he does not have the right people in his corner. Eventually time's going to run out on this whole thing. Chris, let's get it together, man. Eventually, your time's going to be up. It's going to be another dude. He's going to be more clean cut. He's going to be, just chill on that. I mean, come on. All right. That's all I'm going to give that. Now, Kanye West. Okay, I want to say this. Kanye West, you can say what you want to say about him. I think that Kanye West is over a lot of people's heads. And let me clear that up. Kanye West, he's on to something. With what he's speaking about, I get it. I don't think that everybody else gets it. Some people may get it, some people don't. But and what he goes over people's heads on, I think, is sometimes he name drops. Excuse me. He name drops some people that the average person may not be familiar with. And recently, he was on the Breakfast Club. And I was surprised that he decided to take that interview because, of course, Charlemagne the God's going to, probably try to come for him and, put him out there, and he, calls him the Kanye Kardashian and that whole spill. So I thought it was brave of Kanye to go on there and risk exposing himself to ridicule. I thought he held up pretty well. I wish that he had explained his theory, broke it down even further than what he did. To sum it up, when Kanye talks about that we're slaves to labels, brands, and even slaves to the point of thinking that we have to buy a diamond ring for a woman, and programmed. I agree with that. All of those things are true, and a lot of people don't even want to want to accept these facts. And he kept talking about the fact that there weren't a lot of black billionaires. It's only like 7, and a couple that we know of. The others are not really, known people. Charlemagne the God, who I find entertaining. I think that a lot of the conversation was over his head, but I'm glad that he was able to speak with Kanye because Charlemagne represents the mindset of some people. And it was kind of like, we don't care about your rich nigger problems. Can you just make music that we like? And it seemed to me like he was kind of trying to marginalize him and just say, you just stick to doing this and we want you to do this. And I like Kanye, you can't tell me what to do or how I should be. And should I be 50 years old just making these records? And he wants to do other things. And I agree with that. And I think that that's a really good thing. I think that Jay-Z has his niche in a lot of different businesses. And the only way that you can to rise as a people is, for various people to attack different businesses, sports, media, and Kanye wants to attack fashion, which is very closed in, and he's experienced racism, bare minimum, to in that, and so he was talking about his struggles with Nike, and sometimes he comes off as arrogant, and he's saying I'm Kanye West, and they should want to take this meeting with me, blah blah blah, whoever it is in the fashion industry, and and he's just not getting the reception that he wants or feels that he deserves based on what he's accomplished. And, talk about Jordan. And if you look at Jordan, when the Jordan tennis shoe came out initially, I guess in the 80s, And then eventually they had a split with Nike, and he started the Jordan brand himself. Um, and I think that eventually Kanye will probably have to do that. But it's very difficult. And he got into an argument with Sway about starting his own. And I think Sway may have said something about, why don't you try to start your own thing? And but the distribution is an issue, and so they got into a heated debate. But I'm sidetracking. The real point is that Kanye is trying to really infiltrate the fashion industry, and I don't see that there's a problem with that, and I think that people should support that more. And I think that at the bottom line, that's what he's trying to do, and he talks about, and I think that if he breaks it down from the standpoint of we as poor and impoverished people, shoot, kill, fight, rob, steal, to get these brand names that are made by people who don't care about us. I think that when you break it down to that standpoint, and I wish that he had said that during the interviews. He didn't say it like that, but if he had said that, I think that it would have been more clear. And that you need money in order to really gain attention. And Charlamagne the God was speaking about other revolutionaries who didn't have a lot of money, but they weren't trying to attack business. They were just trying to get the people to do, just to raise up. And as we progress even more, you have to understand that we have to harness our financial strength. And that's where the real impact is made, through finances. And that's where we are, and it's great. It's a great conversation. And I'm glad that it's happening. I think that Kanye, I don't know a whole lot about the fashion part, as a lot of us don't. But I think that in the end, he's starting it, and he's really, we're not starting it, but he's really attacking it. And if he kind of gets his foot in the door, I think that we're just going to run through that door the same way we always do. And take it over. So I definitely think that Kanye is deep. I think he's over a lot of people's heads, and I think that you really need to listen to what he's saying. And as he gets older, he's going to change the way that it comes out. Definitely the message. But definitely you need to check that interview out from the Breakfast Club. It's floating all around the internet. You can definitely see it on UStreamRadio.com. And speaking of UStreamRadio.com, stay connected with me via social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. Also, like Ustream Radio on Facebook at Ustream Radio. A lot of great things going on, and make sure that you are a part of it. To get your music added to rotation on Ustream Radio, very easy way to do that. Send your MP3s to djdiamondk at gmail.com. And we have a lot of different packages for artists, businesses, party promoters who want to connect their brands with Ustream Radio programs. You can definitely do that. Visit us, ustreamradio.com, and click ad rates for more information on all the packages that we have going on. We have a lot of packages for small businesses, small business owners, artists, and record labels. Let's connect and let's get this thing popping. Yours truly, Diamond K. Thank you. And as I said, happy holidays to everyone. I'll see you next time.